Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, February 16th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, as I come into understanding of my vibration, I understand my relationship with the universe. Let me say that one more time. As I come into understanding of my vibration, I understand my relationship with the universe. And today, that's kind of the overwhelming sense of energy that I'm getting, is one of coming into understanding. We don't have a huge amount of aspects going on, but the ones that we do have, I think, are going to be, I don't want to say potent, because sometimes that means like intense energies, intense lessons, but like revealing. We're bringing understanding. I have the understanding card in reverse. So we'll get into that. The first aspect that we have is Mercury, which is in Aquarius, lighting up our vibration, lighting up the information our physical antenna is bringing in. This connection is happening with Mars in Aries. This is happening at 14 degrees. That is a 5, so that is that degree of revelations. And what I feel with this, Mars in Aries is highly motivated to take action. So as this connects with Mercury, which wants to communicate, you may feel you are motivated to speak. You may be motivated to speak your mind. You may possibly be motivated to speak from your passion, from your heart. I want to ask you, what does it feel like to speak, to communicate with your vibration? Because I believe that this is a really powerful opportunity to bring understanding via communication from your vibration, letting your vibration speak for yourself. It's another way of saying walking your talk. They say that kids don't learn best from being told what to do, that children learn best by being shown, by adults who walk their talk, by adults who are like, well, eat a minimal amount of chocolate, don't go overboard with chocolate, or whatever. That's, one of my mom's things. She told me when I was a little girl that I was allergic to chocolate because she didn't want me to eat chocolate, and then would go eat a lot of chocolate. So, I wasn't allergic to chocolate, and nothing bad really happened when I had chocolate. But it's funny, we don't learn. Do as I say, not as I do is a very popular thing. But what if you shift that for yourself? You're going to come into new vibrational alignment with the universe as a whole. And there's some really great things helping us, see that resonance, see that reflection right now. We also have the moon in Scorpio trine Neptune. Neptune has moved back to 11 degrees, or I guess forward to 11 degrees. It's been there before at 11 degrees, and now here it is again, 11 degrees, master degree, reflection. This amps up your intuition, which again, if you're motivated to speak, you're going to be like, blah, 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 blah. I have all these things to say, which is not bad. I think it's great. Obviously, it's good to speak. We communicate through speaking. It's, one of our current necessary functions that we have on this planet. But there is great potential in listening, in bringing in that receptivity. And so that moon, trine Neptune, if you're letting your vibration speak for yourself, walking that talk, walking that path, then you're going to allow the universe to bring in some revelations, to bring in some understanding that can help motivate you into your passion, that can help move you into this energy of new vision. So this is really beautiful. This is really powerful energy. And this will bring, I feel like, an energy of understanding. We're in not understanding because we are talking too much. We're not spending that time listening. We're not spending time being receptive. We're not listening to the universe. It's just like, hey, I have a plan. Things are shifting. And speaking of shift, I want to tell you, if you have not checked it out, Nicole Oman's video, you can find her, it's on the Gaia Blooming page. You can find it on the Gaia Blooming page for February 15th, is about the Schumann resonance and how the Earth's frequency has moved from, usually was hanging out, I think, at like 7 hertz, and it's moved up to I'm seeing different things. Some people say 32, some people say 40. I don't even know how we measure these things, but physically I have been seeing and feeling these things in and through my body. And so this is part of the universe being like, hey, listen. Often we have to get uncomfortable as humans before we allow ourselves to listen, before we allow ourselves to evolve and grow. But this is your opportunity to be like, okay, I don't have to be uncomfortable, and I can move into this place of understanding, so I can get receptive, so I can get in tune, because there's divine harmony at foot. Now, speaking of divine harmony, Jupiter has moved back. Jupiter is retrograde, so this one is back to 22 degrees, another master level degree. This is a degree, revolution, evolution, self-love, self-worth, evolution, self-love, self-worth, mastery. Now, this is working in opposition to Uranus, and like we talk about, oppositions can be a tug of war, or it can be like we're working together. I used to say it's like a hammock. You know, if you can soften into where you're feeling that opposition, you can find the hammock. Now, you may be feeling this in relationships. You know, this is Aries, Libra, so it's the I and the we. So relationships are really going to be the ones that are going to be pushing you to evolve, to honor your self-love, to honor your self-worth, to honor your I am vibration. Uranus is liberating the I am vibration as it works in Aries. It's liberating that soul passion. So we're going to be working into this. This is going to be a little bit of a dance that's going to be happening. But again, I feel like this requires understanding, and understanding that everybody is working their own individual path, their own individual lessons. Can you come from this place of understanding instead of like trying to fight into like, this is how we're all meant to be? You know, understanding can go a long way in this and can bring in the receptivity, which is a kind of overwhelming theme. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm going to pull one of these cards for the reading. And then I proceeded to pull two. Like, I just wasn't thinking. I usually just pull one, but two came out. And then, funny enough, in the way I pull cards, like, these weren't anywhere near each other. It just was two random cards. So I pulled the octahedron. I hate these words. And the icosahedron. I'm sorry. Math words are not my specialty. But you see, who cares about the words? Very interestingly, they are like the same card from a deck that has like all the other kinds of wild cards. They're like these similar cards. Their shapes. Interestingly enough, the icosahedron, I don't know how to say it, is 20 sides, and the octahedron is 8 sides, which is interesting because we're at a 28-degree day today. So I was like, oh my gosh, how interesting. They both needed to come out. So the octahedron, we'll start with that, is nourishment. And this card invites you to consider how your life is nourished by broadening your perspective, by coming into understanding of that which is outside yourself. Looking at many facets in many directions in order to find your personal balance and nourishment. Reflect on the effect of 8 aspects on the object of your inquiry. Oh, wow, that's an interesting concept. Sit quietly, breathe in and out, contemplate each aspect. How does cooperation from your view, or cooperation affect your view of the situation? How does cooperating with the other earthlings on this planet, how does that affect what's going on? How does that affect the outcome? My patience. Patience. Help effects or events to flow more freely. Remember, at our core, we are all love and joy and peace are our birthrights. Feel appreciation for the process and gratitude for the understanding. Oh, there's the word understanding. You will gain. All right, so that's the first one. And then the icosahedron. I'm going to keep trying to say it. Icosahedron, I don't know. Perspective, new beginnings. All right. The icosahedron is associated with the female side of our nature. Receptivity. Where is it? Receptivity. And the element of water. It represents the beginnings of new consciousness. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Ask for inner guidance from the receptive female aspect of your being. Allow the flow to enter your thoughts in a way that releases old patterns and activates an awareness of what you need to know to free stuck energy and get things moving again. This is so perfect in alignment with the moon in Scorpio, trine Neptune, 11 degrees, this mastery, allowing the receptivity from this information in the universe, that Scorpio, the shadows that have held you back, those things that you've judged outside of yourself that resonate with something inside of yourself, something. It doesn't have to be an exact match. If you are judging, for for instance, that's a tough one. Can you give me like an easier one? Okay, this is an easier one. If you are judging the way somebody looks, like say, oh, that person has gained a lot of weight and doesn't look quite as good, that may be reflecting a part of yourself where you're like, my thighs have just put on like 12 pounds overnight. That part of yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean, I don't know. That's not the best example. There's better examples, but they're hard and I don't want to go there. Anyways, you'll come up with what you need to come up with. But the shadows, these blocks within yourself, be receptive. Ask for the guidance from the receptive female aspect of your being. Allow the flow to enter your thoughts in a way to release the old patterns and activates an awareness of what you need to know to free stuck energy and get things moving again. You may be surprised how easily you untangle the situation once you see it from a fresh vantage point. All 20 sides of it. Use this perspective to help you see the new beginnings that are set to arrive and move with ease and grace into the manifestation of your dreams and visions. To me, this is the thing. Like, you can't get to a new level of consciousness when you're stuck in this old level of consciousness. Everything is leveling up right now. Everything. You've also got to be in that energy, which means you can't hold on to what you thought you knew. You've got to be receptive to this new vision. You've got to bring in the understanding. You're still stuck in, this is how things should be. And the universe is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's a lot more that you have not latched onto yet. We are in eclipse corridor. Now is the time for big shifts. So allow these shifts to move in and through. So that was longer than I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. So book a reading if you want to dive in deeper into your chart. Pull some awesome cards. And I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.